Hey guys, Kenny here. I've just now got the idea for this video a few minutes ago. I've been thinking I should thank all of you for supporting me and helping me and through that little Preston problem. That really did mean a lot to me because I really was thinking of closing my YouTube, my Twitter, my Facebook, and my MySpace accounts, all four of these, yesterday. And then John Paul Dorn, made a video uh, uh, about that little situation, supporting me, and people were commenting on that, helping me and supporting me through that little problem. And I've appreciated that whole thing tremendously. I appreciate and adore and love all of you as like a second family, an internet family. And also, this is for the people who are friends of Preston. I also am glad that you all are supporting him and helping him along through that problem. That's great. I really do feel good that he's hopefully feeling better through this problem. Along with Will, Cyborg Ninja, he's the one person I think that I have tormented the most. And I know I've read some comments about you, and you're thinking of taking like a couple of months off, man. No, that's not necessary. I won't be doing anything to bother your friends or Preston's friends ever again until until either one of you are cool with me. And there are no problems. Then I can possibly start communicating with those friends. It's almost possible to try and subscribe and friend anyone on here, because any one of them could be a friend or a subscriber of one of you two. So I look through the subscriptions and friends area pretty frequently now to look to see if any of you guys' channels are in there, any one of them. And if they are, I stay away from that channel. That way it doesn't piss any one of you two off. And it actually is a great relief to me that you two have really good friends and supporters backing you two up through your different problems that are about me. But I really am sincere about this. Knowing that I have friends and supporters on that have my back, and knowing that you two have friends and supporters that have your backs, that really does give me a really good feeling. And I don't know if this will mean anything to you two, but I really and dearly do apologize for causing you two trouble. I know they're different. It's been over a year that I have tormented Will, Cyborg Ninja. and it started with him because of the Efree feud. And it was in September or October last year when Will turned his back on me. But I don't hold that against you. And it may have been a little later than October, I can't remember. But I don't hold that against you, and you have every right to do that. You also have every right to decide never to be a friend of mine. I completely and wholeheartedly support that decision and agree with you. Even sometimes I don't like myself because of that whole problem and making Efree leave you too. I'm not the one who made him do that the first time. I didn't want him to leave in the first place. That was his decision, but I made him do that, so I regret that. I regret that decision. And then there was that hate group that also made him leave and maybe never come back. That really wasn't about me completely. That was just about, that group was just about Efree blocking people that were associated with me, and that was basically it, I think. And boy, Efree. I really do feel heartbroken for how I treated him and how I treated every other person that's a friend of his on here. And there are many. Matt, Rambo Raff for life now, Mike, OCP Communications, Wildman Beyond, some members of the Old School Losers Club, and there are many others that were close friends of his, like Mario Radium, Theories 007, Aaron, Daniel DLF Productions, Freak Show 54498, Killer Rodan, Freak Show 54498. I know there's another person, but I can't remember who it is. His channel name is almost similar to Freak Show 54498. And there are many others, I'm sure, that were friends of Efree's. I'm really sorry of how I treated all of you and how I made you all feel about how I treated Efree. And now Preston. I really did and still do feel like an asshole and terrible with myself for closing your Metallica Turbo Ranger channel. And you have every right to have people that are friends of yours and that I subscribe to and friended as well. You have every right to have them block me. I don't want to name any names. But you all that have blocked me on this channel, I don't hold that against you. I really don't think me and Preston will ever make amends. And I also feel terrible for hacking into his Armored Iron Man channel. I had recently remembered how that actually happened and how I got his password. I can't remember what the video was called, but it had an Avenged Sevenfold song on it, and he had a problem trying to get a dispute, copyright claim disputed, and he couldn't. There wasn't an option to click on to try and submit a claim or dispute. The only way to try and do it was to go through a bunch of gobbledygook that really didn't make any sense, and then you couldn't really send anything in. Person that gave me the password to try and fix for Armored Iron Man to try and help him with that video problem. That was it. I'm glad I recently remembered that. Preston may not remember, but that was how it happened. Now, all that wasn't fake. That really was me letting out my feelings through this entire year of all the shit that I've caused and how I've tormented people's lives. And I really don't think this will mean anything to Preston or Will for me doing this video. But I am so deeply sorry for how I've treated you, Preston. I made you out to be a fool, and I feel like an asshole for doing that. So I'm glad I've done this video. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.